Hello everybody and welcome back to lesson 5. In our previous lessons we covered the menus, how to understand and interpret the menus, and then we looked at the dashboard, the concept of guest at risk, and the QMS scorecard. Today we'll look at departmental trends and service trends. So this is a quick lesson. If you look at each of the departments that you have listed in your questionnaire, you've got the department mentioned on top. You've got a graph showing you your QMS percentage scores. So you can immediately analyze where you are going down and where you are going up over the last 12 months. You can also see on the right hand side a quick graphical representation in a bar graph where you can see the promoters, the neutrals, and the detractors. So you can see in the month of August and in the month of June, you've got a high number of detractors. So you may need to examine that and see what you could have done to reduce the amount of people who were not satisfied with your service or product. So here you've got fitness center, flow rider. These are all the different departments that were mentioned in your questionnaire. Housekeeping. You can see as soon as there's a dip, you might need to analyze why. It may be seasonal. It may be because of maybe change of staff, maybe a change in process that caused this dissatisfaction. You may need to look at the reasons and analyze them and make corrective action at the earliest. You can see a steep drop here. Kids club, bar and grill, maintenance. It's good to see maintenance having pretty good scores here. And then your overall score. It gives you an immediate graph on your overall score based on all your questions asked. This is your recommendation question, or what we call the NPS question. Again, an important metric to track, because that's the question that asks the guest, will you refer me to somebody else, to your colleagues or friends or relatives? Room service. Room service is certainly an area you need to look at in this particular hotel. You can see the wide fluctuation in scores. It's certainly an area that needs close examining. And then service recovery. In this particular hotel, you can see the scores are fairly low, a high of 91, a low of 87. It's certainly an area where you can feel that either you need to look at maybe empowerment of your staff, or maybe new staff or untrained and unskilled staff. The training department could then help them to see why service recovery could not happen to the satisfaction of the customer. These are areas that will help you to look at how you can improve your internal processes and people to deliver an outstanding service. So this is a simple tab for you to analyze. It's no rocket science, but it's important that team members analyze it carefully. I'll then take you to the next tab, which is connected to the department trends. It talks about service trends. So here I can go department wise. So in this case, let me choose service recovery, since we felt that it was low. And then it will give you a graph, a table and a graph. So this is your overall departmental score in numbers spread over the previous 12 months. So you can see your NPS score, your promoters, your neutrals, your detractors against a total responses of 398. So you get a quick idea of where you stand. And over here, this is a specific graph. How did your team handle your concern? Because we chose service recovery in this drop-down table. So this was the question, how did our team handle your concern? And you can see that it has not gone over 60. In fact, in September, it has dropped to 25.4. And this is your score for this particular question. And you can see your promoters, neutrals, detractors in real-time numbers, not percentages. And it is important that your core groups that you have assigned to analyze guest feedback analyzes this along with team members on the ground, frontline managers, and come up with holistic solutions to improve this particular question in your feedback system. Let me remind you again that if you press this button, which is the print button, you can print all these reports in PDF or to your printer for internal circulation analysis, and this is available at each of the dashboards that you see over here. Anything can be printed. Thank you and see you in lesson 6.